Hey there everyone, this is Joe in general, your resident reason and evidence enthusiast. It's Wednesday the 22nd of November 2017 and today I'm taking a very quick look at the Ethereum price. There's been some interesting movements, there's an interesting pattern forming. It looks like to me, in my opinion, that the price is about to break out very, very soon. I want to talk about this pattern and where the price may go higher in the not too distant future. So just before I do that, of course, a quick shout out to my new subscribers. Always like to do that. Total of 6,758. That's 68, I believe, new subscribers in the last 3 days since doing my weekly Bitcoin price analysis. Welcome to all the newbies. If you want to join the family, of course, hit that big red subscribe button right there. Okay. Ethereum price. This is the Bitfinex exchange price. I'm using the tradingview.com website, and of course it's priced in US dollars. So we're currently hovering at $368.50 roughly. Of course, we've had this large all-time high so far of $412. Let me get rid of that. And we had a large retracement all the way down to 136. And since then, we've been in this trading range, coming up, almost breaking that high, but then another large retracement back down. But what you'll notice here, of course, are these trend lines right here. Now, the descending trend line going through the highs, or the lower highs, that is, and the ascending trend line going through the higher lows. So what you can see is this kind of triangle pattern forming. It's slightly, it's not that symmetrical. It's slightly ascending, an ascending triangle, I guess. But it could be closely called a pennant formation. It's not exactly a pennant, but close to a pennant. What is a pennant? That's that flag looking thing that you see in lots of American college movies. You see that a lot. See right there? That's, that's that symmetrical triangle type thing. So what is a pennant formation in terms of technical analysis? Well, this is good old investopedia.com. What is a pennant? Let's quickly read this together. A pennant is a continuation pattern in technical analysis formed when there is a large movement in a stock, the flagpole, that's the flagpole right there, if you can see that, followed by a consolidation period with converging trend lines. See that converging trend lines right there. The pennant, that's called the pennant, followed by a breakout movement in the same direction as the initial large movement right there, the second half of the flagpole. Okay, so again, a pennant is a continuation pattern formed when there is a large movement. Well, that's that large movement right there. Okay, in a stock, the flagpole followed by a consolidation period with converging trend lines. Well, the trend lines here are converging right here, and with an eventual breakout to the upside, continuing the trend right there. So that's what it looks like it's happening here with the Ethereum price. In general, it doesn't break out right at the very apex of a pennant or ascending triangle formation. It tends to do it a little bit before. It doesn't get right to the death knell, like the the nth hour, right? Or the 12th hour. It kind of happens around about, well, anywhere from kind of here to here. But look, if we were to say, definitely it wouldn't happen, any further than here, I think no later than, what are we? I'd say no later than about the 10th of October, in my opinion, possibly sooner. There is quite possibly, and this is on the daily time frame, quite possibly we could come back down after hitting the top end right here. We could come back down maybe to that 350 level just to meet that old high again. Possibly, quite possibly even come back here to test once more the bottom end right here. So that would be, around about your kind of 315, something like that, before we see the breakout. Or even maybe just to come down and test either the 18 average, the top 18 average of highs right here, or the 18 average of lows right there. So that's at about your 340 to your 320. But kind of hovering in here before we see that large breakout. So that's what the pennant formation is, or you can call it a slightly ascending triangle if you like, but it's definitely indicating to me that higher prices are coming. Now the question is from here, what are those higher prices? So we need to do a bit of Fibonacci analysis. So let me get the Fibonacci tool right here. I'll do it as we speak. That's about right. Take the high down to the low, and that's close enough for Jazz right there. Okay, so here's the Fibonacci extension lines right here, here, and here. So in general, what happens after we come up to this old high here of $412 roughly, you might see a little bit of a retracement, but the next major target right here, the 1.618, and that's hovering at around about $585. You could probably comfortably call that $600, maybe a little pierce above there. So, you know, we like round even numbers. So 600, you know, 600 sounds pretty likely to me. Now, in between that price, of course, we do have that psychological value of 500. So what you may see potentially, of course, this is not financial advice, do your own research, is that after we break out of this descending trend line right here, once this pennant flag, we've broken out of that, you may see possibly a little retracement come, you know, from the high here of 412, a movement eventually up to 500 with another slight retracement, quite possibly again psychological value, people putting sell orders around that kind of target of 500. If it doesn't break, if it doesn't have a major retracement from there, then you might see the quick movement up to that 585, call it $600 mark here at the 1.618. So to recap, we have a pennant flag formation, or a pennant or ascending triangle formation, if you like. Again, check that out on investopedia.com. Of course, that doesn't 100% mean that this is going to occur. We could break down from here. That's of course a possibility, but more likely than not, this does indicate a breakout pattern about to occur. Again, I think by about the 10th of October, in my opinion, again, doesn't usually come all the way to the very end, the very apex here. Breaking up from here again, you've got that $500 psychological barrier and the 1.618 of $600 roughly. That is it. Just want to make this a really quick one to do with the Ethereum price, because, you know, a lot of you, a lot of you may be invested in the Ethereum price, but also you might do a lot of trading as well. And, you know, the Ethereum is a good trading pair. There's lots, if you go on Poloniex and Bittrex, etc., there's a lot of altcoins that have Ethereum as its trading pair. So if you're doing a lot of trading of altcoins against Ethereum, then this may be a time that if you're making little gains here and there every day, this might be a time to potentially consider holding on to that Ethereum and not trading it back just yet, particularly for fiat currency. If you're trading in the Ethereum to fiat currency, or the altcoin to Ethereum to then sell for fiat currency, your Australian dollars or your American dollars or whatever, you may want to consider holding on to your Ethereum a little bit longer than just getting out straight away for fiat currency, because of this particular pattern right here looking to break out. All right, gang, that's it. Of course, as I said before, if you want to stay updated with my cryptocurrency stuff, big red subscribe button right there. I'm going to leave it at that. Thanks, gang. Stay safe, stay informed. Speak soon.